We'll get started with Jack Flaherty. First question, we can start with Kirsten. Second row on the left.
Jack, first, just to go through 7 scoreless innings and then to have the ovation from the fans, just how special was that for you, just considering playing for this team, being a part of this run, and also setting the tone in this game?
Sorry, I'm a little cold. It's a lot of fun. You can't really put it all into words. But the most important part was coming out and setting a tone. Like I said, Will did a really good job. He called a really good game. We had a really good game plan, and defense came out and made plays too. And then when we get the lead there, I haven't done a really good job of putting together a couple shutdown innings. So once we get the lead there in the first, to get them right back in the dugout, and then we add another one, and then put another shutdown inning right there. It's kind of huge, just overall. And then look at the play that Kike made there in the 4th inning. Kind of changes. I don't know what inning it was, but kind of changes the outlook of maybe the way that inning goes. Getting that out there, so it's huge. But being able to be here and have some family in the stands and see some of them beforehand, it kind of just lets you relax a little bit and understand that we're playing a game and supposed to have some fun.
With your fastball usage and just the command you had today, how did that just set the tone for you personally when it came to executing your pitches and using just everything else you kind of?
Yeah, it was huge. Being able to use my fastball tonight was huge. Some of the other things, my slider was a little off early, wasn't able to put it over the plate, and then as the game went on, we were able to mix with everything. I guess Will did a really good job back there, and he got some pitches for me as well. So, all in all good, just really just one guy after the other, just feeding off each other, so it's been a lot of fun.
Go to Clinton on the right, third row.
Just to feed off of that, how good did you feel out there in terms of actual execution?
I felt good. I felt like I had kind of figured some things out the last couple days. Just working through things. I felt like my stuff against San Diego was okay, but even in that game I was able to get some outs and put a couple zeros together, and then was just able to clean some things up in my delivery and work on a couple things, work on my stuff, and warm up before the game felt good yesterday, and just then it just comes out to executing. If you just work on the stuff on the days in between, today just comes down to going out and competing.
Dylan in the front.
Jack, after Game 5 of the DS, Yamamoto kind of talked about hearing from all his teammates and stuff, kind of helped him move past the Game 1 start. Just wondering after the last start, from a mental standpoint, what you kind of have to do to, what was the process of getting over that?
That's something that we have to do all the time, no matter what. It's no different than the regular season. Maybe just the stakes are a little higher, but it's no different. You got to be able to move on from one start to the next one. That the guys in this locker room have your back, and everybody's going to pick each other up, which is what went on in the last series. Somebody has an off day, somebody else picks them up, or somebody doesn't drive a run in, next guy's going to pick them up, and same thing with pitching. But on the pitching side, it's been more of just picking up where the last guy left off. But you know that if the guy coming in after you has got your back, and that's why this whole team has felt, is that everybody is just feeding off each other right now.
You touched on this a little bit earlier about kind of that feeling of relaxation that you had, but you grew up here, you came to games here, you're pitching the kind of game that I imagine you dreamed of as a kid. Actually being out there, what does that feel like? What was that like?
It was I think exactly the way they put it. I saw some family out there when I was warming up, and I had gone to games here with him before, so it was just kind of lets you relax a little bit. At least that's the way it was for me tonight, and just not trying to do too much. Felt like I had tried to do a little bit too much last couple of times out in some big games, and just allow me to be myself, and just go out and pitch and trust my stuff and trust the guys behind me.
As far as best nights of your career, where does this one rank?
That's tough. I mean, it was a lot of fun. I haven't thrown a game 1, thrown a lot of game 2s, and a couple, in a game 5, but a lot of fun to go out and just give us a 1-0 lead at the end of the day. So we still got work to do, but everyone did a good job.
Go to the fourth row in the middle aisle.
Jack, to piggyback off of what Dylan was saying, to the dreams that you had about pitching here. Obviously you pitched in high school, but to do it in a game coming after 7 shutout innings, walking off the mound, everyone giving you a standing ovation, 55,000 people, getting that hug from Dave Roberts, your mom right there behind home plate. What is that feeling like, putting your team, in a position 3 wins away from the World Series? And then I saw later you did come out and embrace your mom, gave her a hug. Was that conversation? What did you guys say?
It's hard not to smile about those things. This game is fun. This game's a lot of fun, and I've been lucky to do it since I was a little kid. And I'm still lucky to be able to do it today and be put in these positions, which is why I kind of try to describe all these games as fun. As high pressure as they get, I just tell the guys it's going to be fun. And we got to remember that sometimes. And so, walking off the mound, I usually am able to keep it together no matter what, even if it's the end of an outing. But I kind of had a feeling it was towards the end of the line. And, it just it's hard not to smile there. And then, at least here, like, they had asked me to come back out. So I told my mom I was going to come out and, just give her a hug, kind of the way we have been able to, looking back on high school or a couple other starts when I get the opportunity, just instead of, waiting to meet her underneath or whatnot, if I can just go out, give her a hug and, tell her thanks for being there and supporting me. It's always important.
Go to Bill in the second row on the left.
As you know, growing up here, the Dodgers have always been about pitching, especially in the postseason. Who are the guys that you watched or maybe heard about from your mom or anybody else that would say, hey, this is what October's all about?
It's the answer is there's only one is Kersh, and regardless of what people want to say about what his postseason numbers are, he's had a hell of a lot of good ones, and he's been an absolute stud for the entirety of his career. And getting a hug from him afterwards, and him letting me know like, hey, that was a really good job is special, and things that you can't make up. But that dude took the ball every time he got the opportunity to in playoffs, and had some really damn good outings outside of a pitch here and there. So that's the guy you look at. He takes the ball and he wants the ball every time out. So you watch him and you get to be around him, and you watch the way that he works and the way he goes about his business, and is even more special. But I can think back on all those starts that he's had where he was phenomenal, taking the ball in 3 days rest and going out and still going 6-7 innings no matter what. So that guy's second to none.
And for you guys to get, I don't know if you heard the scoreless innings record for postseason, to have 7 as part of that, does that put you maybe one step toward, hey, I'm making my mark here in Dodger postseason history?
We got work to do. It's game 1. It's a really good team over there still. We'll enjoy tonight, but we got a quick turnaround tomorrow. I'll have fun watching these guys go out and compete, and watching everybody come out of the bullpen or whoever takes the ball, and watching this lineup go to work. And so we got work to do. Whatever the score is, who cares? It's great, but at the end of the day, all that matters is going out and winning ball games.
Go to the front row on the right.
Just along the lines of growing up here, how does 7 scoreless in an NLCS at Dodger Stadium compare to pitching a shutout in a high school championship game at Dodger Stadium?
Both are cool. Like, there's just different settings, but like it's great. Like, I love it, but I just want to be able to give our team a chance to win no matter what, and I was able to do that today. So I can look on it and say that we did a good job today, and I'm looking forward to watching these guys tomorrow and watching, until I get to take the ball again. So, it's a really good team over there, and we had a good game 1, but we got to come back tomorrow and keep our foot on the pedal and not let up at all.
We'll take the last 2, both on the left side, standing up.
Hey, Jack. Rashawn Haylock, KTLA. Yesterday you mentioned being here for the 2015 DS and thinking those are some special alarms out there. There's likely a kid that was out there saying the same thing about you tonight. What's that kid kind of thinking and looking fondly at now?
I mean, yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be fun to be out there, no matter what the situation is, no matter what the setting is. We all talk about it when we're playing wiffle ball and whatnot. Growing up, I'm sure every single one of us has done it, and we all put ourselves in this scenario. And yeah, it's the same thing, same game. So it's you just gotta look at it as fun and try to not make things bigger than they are. Not let your imagination get in the way.
We'll take one last one on the left.
Just to piggyback on a couple questions people already asked, I guess Joe Davis made a Sherman Oaks Little League reference during the game. So I know there's a bunch of Sherman Oaks Little League kids in stands today. What would you have to say to them about getting here and what they got to do to get here?
Man, those are the days. Those are the best days that we had. I still got my buddies that I played with. Saw a couple of them there in the stands. Just real cool. Real cool having the support of all of them. But it just lets you know that you never know how long those kids that you play with are going to continue to be your friends. And I've been lucky enough to stay friends with a bunch of them for a long time, and some of my closest friends. And it's just nice having that same support. Those guys are family, and yeah, it's great having them out there. And they'll be out here supporting the whole team the rest of this series and however far we end up going. But today was a good day, and we got some work to do, regroup, clean some things up, and get on with the rest of the series.
All right, Jack, congrats on the win. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.